See, I like being in Bruce's world. See, Bruce and I, we don't always agree, but we understand one another. That's the beauty of it. And that's why I like this relationship we have. We agree to disagree.
Okay, it's almost not.
It's a legitimate question. It really is. And all kidding aside.
Well, I don't know why. I don't even know if
It wasn't there before.
but I do think it's about it.
Or does it decrease the value of the because
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to Ozark City Hall. We're glad you're here for the Board of Aldermen meeting and engaging with your elected officials. Listening to perspectives of city residents, business owners, and other community members helps our elected leaders make more informed decisions. Before the meeting begins, let's review our rules of order. These ensure the meeting is orderly and efficient while allowing everyone who would like to speak an opportunity to do so. There are two opportunities for you to speak: during the agenda's scheduled visitor and guest portion of the meeting and during public discussion of new bills and resolutions. During the agenda's scheduled visitor and guest portion, anyone who signed up at the city clerk's office before 5 p.m. the Wednesday before the meeting can speak to aldermen about the topic they specified. Now, in the public discussion of new bills and resolutions, that allows you to give comments for aldermen to consider before they make a decision. The consent agenda bills are not open to comment. If you want to speak about an item on the consent agenda, you must sign up by noon the Friday before the meeting. You can do that by contacting the city clerk in writing or fill out a card in the council chambers before the meeting starts. Write down the specific bill and give the card to the city clerk before the consent agenda is set. That bill will then go to a first reading, which is open to public discussion, and anyone may speak about it. Anytime anyone is speaking, the following rules apply. First, only one person should speak at a time. Please be respectful of the person speaking and hold your comments until it's your turn. Second, anyone speaking must do so from the podium and speak into the microphone. Third, you must first provide your name and address in writing to the city clerk before beginning your comments. These forms are provided near the entrance. You also must state your name and address to the Board of Aldermen using the podium microphone. Fourth, all comments should be addressed to the mayor and aldermen. Finally, all speakers have 5 minutes to make their comments. The mayor or alderman may have additional questions for speakers after their 5-minute time limit. Occasionally, the board will invite someone to make a presentation at the meeting. This is only to give information to the board about a specific topic. These presenters will have no time limit on giving their information. This meeting will be live streamed and recorded with video and audio unless there are technical difficulties. The use of cell phones or other devices is discouraged during the meeting. Please silence your phones right now. Again, thank you for being here and engaging with the City of Ozark. The meeting will begin shortly.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Alderman Aiken.
Here.
Alderman Campbell.
Here.
Alderman Galloway.
Here.
Alderman Hutchinson.
Here.
Alderman Metcalf.
Here.
Alderman Schneider.
here.
We have 6 aldermen present. We have a quorum.
Okay, thank you very much. We have 3 sets of minutes we're going to be looking at tonight. The first one is from July 7th, a special session. Were there any questions or comments regarding these minutes? Okay. I'm not seeing any. Is there a motion that we approve?
A motion, we approve the July 7th regular session minutes.
Second?
Second.
Okay. The motion is that we approve the July 7th, 2025 special session minutes. That motion was made by Alderman Metcalf. It was seconded by Alderman Campbell. All in favor of voting to approve the July 7th, 2025 special session minutes, do so by show of hands, please. That does carry. We next draw attention to the July 17th, 2025, the non-legislative session minutes. Are there any questions regarding these or comments? Okay. I'm not seeing any. Is there a motion to approve as printed?
I move that we approve the July 17 non-legislative session minutes.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Okay. Okay, the motion is that we approve as printed the July 17th, 2025, the non-legislative session minutes. That motion was made by Alderman Metcalf. It was seconded by Alderman Hutchinson. All in favor of the motion to approve the July 17th, 2025 minutes, do so by show of hands, please. And that does carry. Our third set is July 21st, which is our regular session. There's one thing I want to point out on page 3 of these minutes. Let me turn to those. We had a motion on bill number 3675. It says that Alderman Dave Snyder was voted aye. He was not present. He was not here that night for the regular session, so he was absent. So that has been corrected already in our minutes. So just want to know we'll be voting on this as corrected now. Any questions else about these minutes?
Your Honor, I will abstain from this one because I was not here for the regular session, but I did call in for the.
Yeah, usually for the closed session.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Any other comments? No. Motion to,
I move that we approve the July 21st regular session amended minutes.
is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Okay, the motion is that we approve as with correction, the July 21st, 2025 regular session minutes. That motion is made by Alderman Metcalf. It was seconded by Alderman Aiken. All in favor of the motion to approve the July 21st regular session minutes, do so by show of hands. And sustaining,
Abstention, yes.
abstention from Alderman Snyder, but it does pass. Okay. As we move on to item 5, there's no ceremonial matters tonight, but we do have 2 scheduled guests. We'll first begin with our audit presentation, Decker and DeGood. And the presenter, it says Marshall, but he could not be here tonight, and Blake Pace would be presenting the audit for us tonight. Again, he was asked to come to present this for informational sake for us tonight.
Good evening. My name is Blake Pace. I'm a CPA with Decker and Pace CPA firm. I'll be going over the financial audit for the year. I believe you guys have had the virtual copy given to you, so I'll be going over that. Do so starting on page 1. And page 1 is what's titled the Independent Auditor's Report. And there's 3 main paragraphs or sections of this report. The first being the responsibilities of management for the financial statements. The second being the auditor's responsibility for the audit of the financial statements. I apologize, guys. I have not been feeling well today. I'm gonna have to sit down for a minute. I'm gonna try to come back in a minute, but you might let Buddy go for now.
Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that. Okay. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead, and our next scheduled guest was Buddy Higgins. So we're going to have you all you come up to the mic right now, sir, and you have your 5 minutes on what you requested.
Hello, everyone. It's 1201 West Farmer Street, Ozark, Missouri. My name is Buddy Huggins. The documentation for what I'm speaking on is on my YouTube channel, YouTube Buddy Huggins. Search for that and you'll find it, and buddyhuggins.com. That's my website. But what I'm going to talk about is Burger King. I know Burger King is looking real good now that we got something being built on the slab, but I got to take your minds back to when the foundation was poured. January the 2nd, it was 43 degrees, and that night it dropped down to 22 degrees. It did not come back above freezing for, if you look at the historical data in different models, it was 4 days to 5 days. It had no blankets on it and no kerosene heaters. I don't know for the life of myself how that could possibly have got past everybody without having to tear that slab out and redo it before you put the foundation, another slab on top of that, the finished floor foundation. So they stayed dormant for over 3 or 4 months, and then they come and put a slab on top of it. When they put the slab on top of it, they took a lot of shortcuts. And I don't want to go off in all the shortcuts. There are documents on my website. But what I'm saying is, without you guys knowing this, Bad concrete is bad concrete. If it had cylinders made, I did not see the cylinders, was not able to take pictures of them or video of them because they weren't there. They didn't make cylinders. So without cylinders, you got to go and do a core test. They didn't core test it that I know of. A core test would drill a cylinder, and then you take that cylinder to a testing lab and it would be broke. Now that we got the slab on top of it, we got timber on top of that. The weight is building up. As far as I know, when we did the saw cut for that amendment, I went over there, walked right on site before they had the trespassing sign up. I picked up a chunk of concrete that had been cracked from drilling into the saw cut. You have to see the pictures on my website if you don't know what I'm talking about, but y'all can talk to your own engineers and find out why did that concrete, the slab, not the foundation, we know the foundation's bad, but the slab had no rock, no aggregate in it. I picked up a piece as big as my hand and I took my finger and broke it. You can't break concrete. I'm saying the slab's bad. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mentioned Green Bridge. Green Bridge had a pour that same day for one of the pier caps. Very, very important pour. It failed its test. It's 8-day test. It's 30-day test. And I don't know if it failed the 90-day, but I'm pretty sure it did. Y'all can look into that. Riverside Bridge is sinking at the river embutment, the north side, the south side, where it runs into concrete from asphalt. That's where you get that little bump, 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 bump. Spent $49,000, put some concrete in there, and it's already gone down again. It says 6,000 tons. We had a truck trailer come through there with a lowboy hauling a Komatsu mid-size. I did the calculations and used AI to check it with the Peterbilt pulling it, and it was 50,000 tons. 50 tons. What I'm saying is that bridge needs to be looked at, because if the one on Jackson Street says 40 to 30, depending on the axle weight, and the other one says 60, and we've already had an addendum on that and put those concrete embutments, $49,000. We got a problem. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes.
Your Honor, we apologize for the inconvenience tonight on the 2024 audit, but we're going to need to reschedule that. And so we will look at the next available board meeting for that presentation.
I'm
We
sorry.
appreciate you working with us on that
Sorry he
tonight.
wasn't feeling good, but yes, I understand. So, okay. Okay, moving on, we're going to now item number 7, which is the consent agenda. And let me get my page turned. Okay. City Clerk, has anyone signed up to speak on Bill 3679 on the consent agenda tonight?
No, no one has signed up.
Okay. Are there any 2 aldermen here who wish for Bill number 3679 to be removed from the consent agenda? Okay. Okay. I am not seeing any. Therefore, the next item on our agenda is the consent agenda. I need a motion and a second to set the consent agenda.
Your Honor, I move that we set the consent agenda.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Okay. The motion is to set the consent agenda. And if all in favor do so, please do so with the raised hand. And that does carry. Okay. Next, we need a motion and a second to read the consent agenda, bill number 3679, by title twice.
Your Honor, I'll make a motion to read bill number 3679 by title.
Okay. Is there a second? Okay. Okay. The motion is that we read bill number 3679 on the consent agenda by title twice. All in favor do so with raised hand. And that does carry.
An ordinance of the City of Ozark, Missouri, authorizing the city to apply for, accept, and to do all things necessary for a Missouri Department of Public Safety Blue Shield grant. I'll read it a second time.
Okay.
An ordinance of the City of Ozark, Missouri, authorizing the city to apply for, accept, and to do all things necessary for a Missouri Department of Public Safety Blue Shield grant.
Okay. Now I need a motion, a second, to approve Bill 3679 to become ordinance 25-053.
Your Honor, I make a motion to adopt Bill number 3679 as ordinance number 25-053.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, the motion is to adopt Bill number 3679 to become ordinance 25-053. Motion was made by Alderman Snyder. It was seconded by Alderman Metcalf. Roll call, please.
Alderman Campbell.
Aye.
Alderman Aiken.
Aye.
Alderman Galloway.
Aye.
Alderman Snyder.
Aye.
Alderman Hutchinson.
Aye.
Alderman Metcalf.
Aye.
We have 6 aye votes, motion carries.
Thank you. Now we'll move on now to our second readings. We have two bills underneath here. The first bill is Bill number 3677.
Your Honor, I move that we place Bill number 3677 on its second reading by title and brief description only.
Second.
Okay. The motion is to place Bill number 3677 on second reading by title only. That motion was made by Alderman Metcalf. It was seconded by Alderman Campbell. All in favor of this motion to discuss Bill 3677, do so by show of hands, please. And that does carry.
An ordinance of the City of Ozark, Missouri, amending the zoning code and official map by changing the zoning classification of an approximately 20-acre parcel of real property located in the 3600 block of North Highway NN.
Okay. Our Development Director, Randall Whitman, do you have any comments for us tonight?
No, sir. I don't have anything new to add from our presentation from July 21st. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you do have, though.
Any questions for our director? I am not seeing any. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, I make a motion that we adopt Bill 3677 as ordinance number 25054.
Second.
The motion is that we adopt Bill number 3677 to become ordinance 25-054. That motion was made by Alderman Metcalf. It was seconded by Alderman Campbell. Roll call, please.
Alderman Hutchinson.
Aye.
Alderman Metcalf.
Aye.
Alderman Campbell.
Aye.
Alderman Aiken.
Aye.
Alderman Galloway.
Aye.
Alderman Snyder.
Aye.
We have 6 aye votes, motion carries.
Okay, now we'll draw attention to Bill number 3678.
Your Honor, I move that we place Bill number 3678 on its second reading by title only.
And second by,
Second.
okay. The motion is that we place Bill number 3678 on a second reading by title only. That motion was made by Alderman Galloway. It was seconded by Alderman Aiken. All in favor of this motion to discuss Bill 3678, do so by show of hands, please. And that does carry.
An ordinance approving the execution of a cooperative agreement with the Missouri Commercial Development LLC and the the Ozark Marketplace Community Improvement District.
Okay, I know we have Sarah Granoff on Zoom.
That's correct, if there are any questions.
Are there any questions for Sarah tonight? Yes, sir.
I'll be voting nay on this due to the blighting question that I had back originally.
Okay, understand. Okay. Any questions for Ms. Sarah? Okay. Not seeing any. Thank you for being here tonight. So. Okay.
Your Honor, I move that we enact Bill number 3678 as ordinance number 25-054 or 55.
55. Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Okay. The motion is that we adopt Bill number 3678 to become ordinance 25-055. That motion was made by Alderman Galloway. It was seconded by Alderman Hutchinson. Roll call, please.
Alderman Metcalf,
Aye.
Alderman Aiken,
Aye.
Alderman Snyder,
Aye.
Alderman Galloway,
Aye.
Alderman Hutchinson, Aye. Alderman Campbell.
Nay.
We have 5 aye votes, 1 nay, motion carries.
Okay. Moving on, we have no formal public hearing tonight. We have no new bill, but we do have 2 resolutions. The first resolution we're looking at is 2029.
Your Honor, it is a privilege for me to move that we read Resolution 2029 by title only.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. The motion is that we read Resolution 2029 by its title only. That motion was made by Alderman Galloway. It was seconded by Alderman Aiken. All in favor to discuss Resolution 2029, do so by show of hands, please. And that does carry.
A resolution by the Board of Aldermen of the City of Ozark, Missouri, directing staff to take the steps necessary to place the question regarding the city framing a charter for its own government before the voters at the April 2026 local municipal election.
And I believe our city administrator is going to speak.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. This resolution tonight will set in motion those items discussed at the July 17th non-legislative work session, in which the board discussed a plan and a path forward for initiating a charter commission process. And this resolution tonight would direct staff to take very specific actions to make that happen. And this would be the first step in that. And then we will begin our work, and it will be ultimately a 2-year process, but this will kick it off tonight if the board votes unanimously or affirmatively.
Any questions for our city administrator from the board? Okay. At this time, I need to ask, is anyone here tonight wish to speak regarding Resolution 2029? This is your time to come to and speak. Okay, I'm not seeing a movement, so final board response? I think we're good.
Your Honor, I move that we adopt Resolution 2029.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay. The motion is that we adopt Resolution 2029. All in favor to approve this, do so by show of hands, please. And that does carry. Okay. Next, we have Resolution 2030.
I make a motion that we have Resolution 2030 read by brief description.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. The motion is that we read Resolution 2030. The motion was made by Alderman Campbell, seconded by Alderman Snyder. All in favor to discuss Resolution 2030, do so by show of hands. And that does carry.
A resolution by the Board of Aldermen of the City of Ozark, Missouri, approving 1 appointment to the Land Clearance for Redevelopment Authority.
I know we have your name down, but I would like to speak regarding Susie. She could not be here tonight. She had an aunt who passed away, and tonight was the visitation. So she's at the visitation for her aunt. But Susie has been in the city for 18 years. She knows the city well. She is a bank manager at Great Southern. I'll make sure, yes, at Southern Bank. She's been on the fire board. She's been president of the fire board. I mean, she has a business background that I look for. She knows the city, which I look for. I know she has good leadership quality as she's president at times for the fire board. And so that is the reason why I recommend her for the LCRA. I think she's going to be a great addition with the other members on this board. Any questions for me? Okay, since this is anyone here tonight wish to speak regarding Resolution 2030 from the audience tonight? Okay, I'm not seeing any. Any final board comments? Okay.
I make a motion that we approve resolution number 2030.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, the motion is that we adopt resolution 2030. That was made by Alderman Campbell, second by Alderman Snyder. All in favor of the motion to approve resolution 2030, do so by show of hands, please. That does carry. Okay, that ends our business now. At this time, our city administrator, Eric Johnson.
Yes, Your Honor. One announcement tonight, that is this Thursday night at the OC, we will be having a park master planning community forum. This is an open house scheduled from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the OC. As you know, we initiated a very extensive park master planning process, and I believe there have been several planning processes and meetings that have occurred already. This, I believe, will be the first community forum that will be had. So again, this Thursday night, April 7th, from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock at the OC in the community room. We hope that you can make it, and we hope the public can make it. Thank you. That's all I have.
Okay. Any board comments? Yes, sir.
Tomorrow's election day. That's all I've got to say.
Yes. Okay. Yes, sir.
I had was there something else that the city administrator wanted to add?
One clarification. I was reading from notes that said April. It's July. We're in August. Maybe I'm becoming ill. We are in August, so this Thursday. My apologies for that misspoken information.
We knew what you meant, so. Thank you. Yes, Alderman Galloway.
I look forward to seeing that on December 7th. I don't need necessarily responses tonight, but I just referring to Mr. Huggins' discussion, the Green Bridge, that is a county responsibility, is it not? Now, on the Riverside Bridge, I understood several jurisdictions were involved and it took an act of Congress and that sort of thing, but whose responsibility is that bridge? Do we know? And we don't need to know tonight if we don't have the answer.
Yes. The city, the county, and OSRD entered into an intergovernmental agreement at the creation of the process to build that bridge. As part of that agreement, OSRD has sole responsibility for the maintenance and ownership of that bridge.
Oh, okay. And I mean, that's good information. What have we heard from them about the bridge sinking and if there's issues with it at all, or?
I don't have any information about that.
Okay.
I don't either.
And then the final thing was on the comments on Burger King. Of course, you know, we legislate. We're not a body that executes or makes decisions about whether a particular business can move forward or construction proceed. That's something that's the executive branch. But I guess I don't know what to make of the statements that were made. It sounded like what was being presented was that the concrete floor, for lack of a better word, it's substandard or something and creates some sort of problem that I guess it goes through an inspection process or has gone through that. And again, I don't need to know the answer today.
We have our planning director here, Randall Whitman. Randall provided a report to me this afternoon that I sent to the board via email. I hope you've had an opportunity to receive that. And if you haven't, there was an extensive process. I'm boiling it down. There were third-party inspections conducted of the concrete that has been poured. There were deficiencies that were corrected, And that concrete has been inspected by a third-party individual, third-party company, and they were released to begin framing, which they started this weekend.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay. Just FYI, today I had the privilege to attend, Ozark Chamber had a teacher's appreciation luncheon today at the OIC. We had 70 new teachers for the Ozark School District, and the chamber did a great job with that, and the presentation and the gift baskets that they received. Salvador's did the luncheon, but it was just a very nice presentation and just a good start to the school year. And we each had a lunch buddy. I have a Mandy who's first grade teacher at South School. And so it's like I said, just appreciate what they did today for our new teachers. So if nothing else, entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, there's a motion to adjourn made by Alderman Aiken, second by Alderman Metcalf. All in favor of the motion, do so by show of hands. And we stand adjourned.